Hey guys, how you doing? It's Mike AZ, aka Didi. Thank you for watching my channel again. Hope you had a good weekend. And hope you had a good Mashujade. And I was actually supposed to go for Mashujade celebration for the Kenyans. I never went because I was working. I got off work at 6 p.m. and I felt like it's kind of late, so I didn't get a chance to go. But Samido is coming on Friday. I might go to a Samido concert. I like Mogithi. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. On today's video, I want to show you guys how to apply for a green card. The green card lottery, the ones they do every year around this time of the year. So I want to show you guys how to apply for one, and I hope you be successful and get a green card and come to the US. And a disclaimer, I applied for green card like 5 times. I never won. I started applying when I was back in Kenya. Back in those days, we used to fill up a paper form and send it to Washington, D.C. I think it was Washington, D.C. by the post office. We never knew even if it got there or it did not get there, but I never gave up. That was back in the days in the early 2000. I came in '01, so I was before that, probably in the 1998, 97. So, oh, sorry if I start scratching like that. There's a lot of mosquitoes out here right now. I guess it's the season for the mosquitoes, and for some reason they like Diddy's blood. I don't know why, but I'm scratching because of the mosquitoes. But that's okay. I have a lot of blood in my system. They can't finish all. Actually, I've been getting calls from the donation place. They want me to go give blood because my blood type is O negative, and I can give everybody. So if you want a piece of Diddy blood, you're more than welcome. I can share. They've been calling me to go donate blood. I just haven't had a chance to do it, and it's been a long time since I did it. The last time I did it was back in '09. God. Also, how long ago was that? Almost 10, 11 years ago when I went for blood donation. So, yeah, so they've been calling me to go give my blood. But maybe I need to consider doing it. So sorry if I'm itching. That's the reason. There's the mosquitoes there. They're bothering me, and I'm outside. It's a beautiful day. I came out here. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful out here.
All right, folks. So I'm here to show you how to apply for a green card. So the first thing you do, just go to your browser. I use Google, but you can use any browser. And when you get in here, you will type in green card lottery. And you want to make sure it ends with a .gov. So click on the one that says travel.state.gov. That's the official government website. So click on that link. It should open up that page, and the first step is submit an entry and selection. The second step, selection of applicants. But right now, let's just worry about the step one, because that's what we need to do first. We need to submit an entry. I'm doing this on an iPhone, but you can pretty much do this on any phone or using a laptop, say on any website. It doesn't matter, but I'm using an iPhone. So I'll click on submit an entry. If you click on submit an entry, take to the bottom of this, just read all those instructions, and right here it says all entries must be submitted electronically. So that's what I want to do. So I'll click on this link right here, electronic diversity visa website. All right, so that will take me to this link here. It says electronic diversity visa program, and just make sure you just read all the instructions. I'm not going to open the instructions because it's take a long time, but go ahead and read those instructions. This is mostly about the photo instructions. You have to make sure you have the right photo. And if I click on photo examples, it'll give you a list of the acceptable photos, like this one's right here. So make sure you take the right picture. It has to be a 2x2. Go to a studio, a good cyber. Ask them to take a picture, passport picture for you for green card applications. So once they take the picture, make sure they put it on a CD or save it on a CD drive or whatever they save it at. Just make sure they don't give you a physical copy and you scan it, but because once you scan it, it's not going to be the right pixels. So make sure it's saved on a drive or CD or something. So if you look at these acceptable photos, you can look at them. give you the kind of pictures that's acceptable, like this one, shadows and lighting. Most important is the lighting has to be the right one. It has to be clear, and you can see the ones with the X's are not acceptable. This one, like the one with the black guy, has shadows on it, even the one on top of it, and the one on the right, I think it has a shadow on it too. So that's about the photos. The photo is very important because if you submit the wrong photo, your application will be denied. So make sure you have the right photo. Go to spend that money, go to a studio, make sure they give you a good photo for the green card, 2x2 photo. All right, let me go back for the entry. So once you have the photo, click on the begin entry. Don't worry about the other status of check DV. That's for last year if you want to check if you want for last year. But so click here, begin entry. I'll take you to this page. It says estimated burden 30 minutes. So it estimates you're going to spend 30 minutes doing this. And first thing you have to do is you have to type in the character right here for the authentication. Go ahead and type it in. TMN 9. Sometimes I have a hard time typing the exact thing. 9UB. But if you can get it, just click on this thing right here. They'll give you another one. I guess it's made it even harder. NECJW 9. Done. Submit. Did I get it? Okay, I got it right. All right. So once you get it right, it takes you to the section where you fill up your information. The first thing you do is your family name. So I'm going here to fill in. I'll just put my information. Just put in Wanderi. A first name, Michael, Michael. And then I don't have no middle name, so I never use any middle name. So I click on no middle name. Michael has two names. Michael Wanderi. That's it. Nothing more. All right. And ask for the gender. Am I male or am I female? I'm male. Just kidding. I know I'm male. All right. So go to your date of birth. I was born on. I'll pick up a date of birth because I don't want my information being out there, because once you know it's somebody's date of birth and their social security number, you can steal somebody's identity. So I just fix something. So right here I put September. That was October. Sorry, I put October. What is today's date? 20. What is today? I don't even know. Let's say 25th. And then the year, I was born in 1979. Done. Ask you the city you're born. I was born in Nyeri. Country, select the country you're born. I was born in Kenya. Where is that at? Right there. And so right here, country of eligibility. So you have to make sure that the country you're applying from, you're eligible. So what happens, most of the people that want green cards, some have come from let's say this, countries like Nigeria, they have brought so many people in the US that have won green card. So they block people from those countries from coming here. They can only have so many people from one country immigrate to the US. And some of the countries like India, Nigeria in Africa, Mexico, they have a lot of people out here. So there's a quota, how many people they can bring. They block them until next year, see they're eligible again. So anyway, I know Kenya is eligible. So I'll go back here. Are you claiming eligibility based on the country you're born? Click yes. If no, then you select whatever country if you're claiming eligibility from, if you wasn't doing it from the country you're born. And step 7, this is where you put your photo. The photo, before you get to this step, you must have taken your picture, your passport picture. So make sure you have your photo ready, already downloaded on your phone so you can upload it. Or if you're using a laptop or a computer, make sure it's on your flash drive or a CD so you can be able to. Do they even use CDs anymore? I don't think so. Make sure it's on a flash drive. I don't think they use CDs on computers. Yeah, they have CDs on laptops, yeah, but some of them don't have CDs, like Mac. It doesn't have a CD drive. Anyway, So the entrance photo, to choose a photo for the one you have saved on your phone. So click on choose new photo, and then it'll ask you, do you want to take a photo, or I'm going to go to the photo library, or choose a file if you have it saved as your files on your iDrive, whatever drive you use. So for Google, I think it's Google Drive, but for me, I go to my photo library and I choose one of my cute pictures here. All right, I choose this picture and I'll choose the photo. And then number 8, your mailing address. So in case you're sending a mail in care of somebody, that's option 1A, and just put your address there. Let's say you're gonna use a PO box. Make sure you can get mail on this, whatever you're using. So let me put a PO box. Make up something 8713. Silly. Let me put Nyeri, district, county, province. I know they don't have no district, county, but let's put central. And the zip code, I don't know if they use zip codes there or postal code, but you guys know what you use, so I'll click your no postal code. And then the country, click whatever country is you claiming. So let's use Kenya. Country where you live today. So let's say you still live in Kenya, or if you move somewhere in Tanzania, or went over to greener pasture somewhere in Saudi Arabia or Iraq, or is that greener pastures in Iraq? I don't think so. You're probably better off in Kenya than being Saudi Arabia or Iraq. Anyway, let's say you're in Qatar or UAE. What is UAE? One of Dubai. It's UAE. Anyway, so click on the country you're staying. Let's just say I'm staying in Kenya. Where is Kenya at? I don't see. There it is. Country where you live today, yeah. And then your phone number is optional. You don't have to list your phone number, but it's optional. By far, you just go ahead and list it just in case they need to get hold of you. But make sure you put the country code first. So plus, if in Kenya 254, and then your number. Don't put a 0. Just put your number or whatever number it is. And that's not my right phone number. I just put a fake number there anyway. And then you have to put your right email address, because they will send you an email address once you win. So make sure you put your right email address. Let's say jane@yahoo.com. Done. And then you have to do it again to confirm it. jane@yahoo.com. And I got it wrong. Make sure I got the right one. All right. So what is your highest level of education? So for you to win a green card, you have to have a high school diploma. So whatever you click on, make sure you have a high school degree. Pretty much, if you don't have a high school degree, you cannot win. You're not eligible. So click on whatever level of school you're gone. But I'll go ahead and put high school degree, because you need a degree. They call it a degree here, but pretty much the diploma, but it's the same thing. So what is your marital status? So if you're married, click married. If you're unmarried, divorced, I don't know what's the difference between unmarried or divorced, but click on the right one. And if you have a spouse, your spouse can petition for you. So if you're doing it together, make sure, if you're married, click on married, and then put your spouse as your dependent. And then once your spouse files for green card too, he can put you as a dependent. So it's better if you're married. But if you're unmarried, like Michael, click on unmarried. Number of children, you have to list your children here. If you don't list them here, there's no way to go back and say, hey, I forgot to put my kids in there. You have to list all your kids here. So make sure you list your kids under the age of 21. So Michael has a kid that's 19-year-old. So I'll put one kid here. And then I'll continue entry. And if you made any mistake, it won't let you continue. So right here, I made a mistake. So I'll scroll down to whatever error and fix it. Let me see what mistake I did. So right here, the photo must be a square picture between 600 pixels and 1200. So the pictures are uploaded is not the right picture, so that's why it's failing. So you have to upload a picture the right size. So I have to choose a picture that's going to be acceptable for me to continue. That's a good thing. They warn you, so they don't want you to put the wrong picture and then you don't get the green card because you put the wrong picture. So go ahead and choose a new picture. Let me go ahead and pause this video so you guys don't see all my private pictures in there. All right, folks, I don't have any passport pictures saved up on my phone. So what I did was I went to the same website, dvprogram.state.gov, and I downloaded a picture example for it on my phone. So that's what I use for this submission. And once you take your picture, make sure the format is a JPEG. If it's any other format like PNG, it's not going to go through. It's going to fail. And if you don't have your format as a JPEG, you can use Adobe. Adobe Express is for free. You can use as any software. I prefer Adobe. And you can manipulate the pictures and change the format to a JPEG from PNG, whatever format it is at. So you can change it to a JPEG. And you can change the pixels so you have the right, make sure you have the right size. It has to be 600 by 600 pixels. So once once you're done with the pictures, you're going to go ahead and submit the picture. So right now I have to redo it again. So right here it says the photo must be a square picture between 600 and 600 and 1200 by 1200. So I'll choose a new photo library, and I downloaded this guy right here. So I'll try to choose his picture and see what happens. Click choose, and on the bottom I'll continue and see it went through. Yep, I got it right. So make sure the picture is the right size, because if it's not going to go through. So here it asks you for your, like I listed, I have one kid, so it's asking me for the child information. So we have the same name, so so same name, Michael Wanderi. Yeah, but he has a middle name. His middle name is Amari, so I put Amari. Done. Date of birth, I'll make up a date of birth. Month, March 25, 2011. Is a male. City, was born in Phoenix. Country, choose whatever country. For right now, just the U.S. But I don't think it will let me go through, because if it's born in the U.S., of course, it's a U.S. citizen. So let me choose South Sudan. And then take a picture again. I don't have a picture for him, so I choose the same picture that I chose before. Choose and continue. So that's done. And scroll down to the bottom. Make sure everything is fine. If it's not, just go ahead and correct it. And everything is fine. So I'll click submit. That's when you're done with the entries. Once you click submit, you are done applying for the green card. But I'm not going to hit submit because I don't need to apply for a green card. And I want to give somebody else a chance, Why would I waste an application and somebody could have got it anyway? So I'm not going to submit. So I'll cancel my entry. But you guys need to give it a try. You never know. And you might win. But like I said, for myself, I applied 5 times when I was back in Kenya. I was doing it on paper. I used to send it by post office, but I never received any confirmation they got it back then, and nothing was electronic. But I applied 5 times, and I never got the green card. I came here as a student, and I've been here since then. I came here back in 2001, and I came on a student visa. And I'll do a video of how I got here and how life was. I even, guys, I'm telling you, I was on the streets. I got kicked out. Whoever I was staying with, they kicked me out after 2 months. I started school in January. I got here in November, like end of November. and then I started school in January. But before I started school, I got kicked out. But I'll do a video and tell you guys what I had to go through. Hey, people go through so much. So anyway, but I'm still here. All right, guys, take care. I hope you like this video. If there's something you need me to clarify, just let me know. I'll clarify for you. And good luck on your application. And make sure you follow me. And please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my videos, please subscribe, share, like, give me a comment. And I get to see you guys on your next video. And thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Take care. See you in the next video. Oh, before I go, one more thing. This green card lottery is open until November 8th. So make sure you apply before November 8th. You don't want to wait till the last minute because the website might crash down. So many people are applying the last minute. So do it ahead of time. November 8th, that's the deadline. See you guys. Good luck. Love you guys. Take care.